Good morning, everybody. Dave in Kentucky, here for a shave. Kind of got a rough morning voice going. Let's get some coffee. Sorry I missed the video last week. A lot's been going on. I'll just run you through it real quick and then we'll get to the shave. Monday morning about 5 a.m. we get a phone call from my father-in-law, who lives next door. Needed to get him to the emergency room. He's on dialysis, has been for years now anyway. We've been caring for him. Anyway, Monday, from the emergency room locally here, he got taken up to the VA in Lexington. They were doing things then. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, he got moved over to UK Chandler Hospital. Basically, procedures, ICU all this week, and sedated so that we couldn't really communicate with him. In the midst of that, Tuesday night into Wednesday, I start feeling very sick. Test on Thursday and COVID. First time positive through the entire pandemic. First time I had a positive test. Anyway, we had it very early before they knew what COVID was, like in 2019, December. But anyway, so we're dealing with that. My wife tests positive by Sunday, the 17th. Fortunately, he was brought to enough to be able to FaceTime with her on the 17th through the nurse helping him. But he passed away on Tuesday morning on the 19th. And so we're both getting over COVID, dealing with this, having to take care of the estate and get things squared away. And now I've got my allergies in full bloom. So anyhow, that gets you caught up. Not a woe is me. Everybody deals with life and has to carry on. But anyway, that's why I didn't get the video in last week. My apologies. I'm going to continue with another one from my Magnificent 11, which was, I just wanted a basic shave today. So I've got my budget one. I think I paid $3 or $5 at a flea market. This thing opens exactly as it should. It's rough looking, but it opens exactly as it should. It's got the quarter turn, dial adjuster, everything works. We're going to drop a used unknown number times Wizamet blade in there. Quarter turn, and we're going to use it on number 9. I don't know if you can make it out or not. We are using Areffa soaps, Time Dragon. Nice smoky kind of scent. I can't remember all the notes that are in it. Look it up. Pretty sure this is the one that has cow tallow in this one. They have one with bear tallow and another one with badger tallow, of all things. So, but Areffa soap's out of Ukraine, great soap. And going to use a Simpson T3 synthetic knot. So let me get my face wet and we'll get some soap loaded here. Hopefully you all are doing okay. Dealing with whatever life throws at you and just moving on. Handling business, doing what you have to do. That's really what it amounts to, isn't it? So I missed a video, but I've not missed any shaves. So still getting close to, I guess it's 5.5 years daily shaves without missing a shave. I forget what number exactly, 1900 and something another. I've got it written somewhere, I just don't have it recorded in memory. Alright, let me get this soap jar cleaned and dried off. Oh, nice. Drop the brush onto the towel. Anyway, I rinsed the jar because as I'm loading this, the suds come up and over the sides. I just like to try and keep it clean. Alright. So the T3's got a good bit of backbone to it. I hear everybody talking about it and what a great brush it is. I don't know much about them. I'm assuming the T1, T2s are ones that maybe they're a little more floppy, a little less backbone. I would probably prefer that. But there's an interesting discussion over on DFS right now, the forum, and they're talking about the hierarchy of your shaving equipment. In other words, what's most important to you in getting a quality shave? Is it the razor, the blade, the brush, the soap? What is it? And it's interesting, everybody has different ideas of what's important to them. I can pretty much shave with almost any razor. And see, a lot of that's just going to be people's unique circumstances with their skin, what's sensitive, what's not, the beard type, the technique, how, skilled they are at using anything. Anyway, but in all the different variations of what people say is important to them, the brush almost always is the last thing. And that's very true. I mean, maybe it means something to you as far as the quality of the shave experience, but not the shave itself. All right, setting 9, Fatboy. But I found it interesting. I was watching, and I can't remember. It's funny. I'd see one and their reasoning on it, and I'd be like, "Well, that makes sense. I can get behind that." And I see another. I'm like, "Okay, well, I can see that too." But all of them have the brush dead last. And I was thinking, the more I was reading and looking at those, I was like, "That is so true." The brush, in my estimation, no matter where I would put things on a given day, the brush is going to be dead last as far as importance. You could use a cosmetic, any kind of brush, a paintbrush even, maybe, and maybe we'll do a video with that sometime. Use a paintbrush to do a lather. All right, pass 1. The Areffa soaps, I'll tell you this, it takes a little bit of time. The order process was a little different. You contact them, you tell them what you want, they get back in touch after they get the shipping figured out, and they tell you how much the shipping will be exactly, and it's very reasonable. So the time, it takes a little while, but it's very economical. The soap itself is an economical soap. It's a good quality soap. The packaging is not like high-end or anything. So the cost of it, if you buy 2 or 3 jars, and shipping is very reasonable. So if you want to give them a try, they have a lot of different scents. I've not been there to the website in a while. I had picked up, I'd ordered twice from them. And I think I ordered 2 different soaps each time. So I encourage you to try them out if you haven't. I don't see many people using them. I think I had gotten Steel Credo, Discover, Time Dragon, and can't think of the 4th. fourth or fifth one I had. I might have had 5 soaps. In any case, out of those, I think Time Dragon's my favorite. I think I went that way, didn't I? I didn't go down. Kind of out of order. I think I might have just grabbed my Adam's apple there. We'll see. Let me get a little rinse. So forgive me if I'm a little off my game today, just trying to get back to some routines. As we've been getting over the COVID, we're dealing with trying to clean up the house and everything. You know what it's like afterwards. If you've ever had to handle things for someone in this situation, trying to figure out passwords, accounts, how they were paying things. Some were paper, some were online, and trying to sort everything out for them. And keep the lights on and everything in their home, so you're basically maintaining 2 homes until you can get a lawyer to deal with the will and probate everything. And disperse it, make sure all the bills are paid. It's a headache. I told my wife it just doesn't feel right getting in other people's personal stuff. I don't like it. But it is what it is. Dave's not whining, he's just explaining why he's maybe not himself. I hesitated to even do a shave today on video. But I appreciate those that subscribe, those that watch, those that comment, and didn't want to leave everybody hanging wondering what was going on. Grab a little piece of this styptic. It's got a little nick right there on my Adam's apple. Alright, and we got some more witch hazel in our Barber bottle. That's funny, my father-in-law, when I started, he was big into antiquing, always going, and my wife and I would go with him, and we really couldn't. We were just starting out. We were younger. We didn't have the means to get the stuff that he was getting, you know. And so I was like, picked up an old razor. I was like, this is interesting to me. And that's what started me down this journey. Well, as I started doing that, so did he. So he has a collection of Barber bottles and razors and brushes and things that he had done. So you may see me use some of those on future videos as well. In fact, I had gotten a Delta Echo Gillette Slim done my birth year. Not the best shaver for me back then, and so I got rid of it. But when he saw me get mine in the Cubano colors, he got a Gillette Fatboy in the Cubano colors, and that was his favorite. That's what he used the entire time. He had all these other razors he'd collect, but he never used any of them. Just that Fatboy because he liked it. So I'll use that on a future video as well, I'm sure. Anyway, there was our shave today. Time Dragon from Areffa. We lathered it up with the T3 from Simpson. It's like a blue pearl color or whatever. And my budget razor, $3 or $5 Fatboy, gotten at a yard sale. Not a yard sale, it's a flea market. Chiseled face Groomatorium we'll top with, and we'll call it a shave and let you get going. Let me get to dealing with what I need to deal with today. Yeah. I love that Ghost Town Barber. If I have a soap, it doesn't have a matching splash, and I don't have an odd splash that might go with it as well. Ghost Town Barber for me. From Chiseled Face Groomatorium. Anyway, Dave in Kentucky, thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening to my rant. Let's get on with life. Be kind, be safe out there, and I'll see you on the forum.